Thanks for joining
Yes,
us.
thank you, Bob. You're only fulfilling a 1-year term, and then you'll be asked to do a 3-year term next year.
I'll still be here by then, you know.
None of us,
You never know.
you don't know.
We didn't have a very busy year this year.
Yes, thank you.
Waiting on the tax sale if we ever
You're
have.
only fulfilling a 1-year term, and then you'll be asked to do a 3-year term next year.
I have to get rid of
I'll still be here.
There's Troy and Lou.
there.
I think we got everybody on board, don't we?
I think so. Andy will show up just as soon as he can.
Is Andy coming Zoom or in person? Do you know, Don?
Well, I think it's mostly- I did. Oh, they're there. Andy will be, he's has work today, so he will be meeting us via
Zoom?
Zoom. Luke, Troy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I can hear you.
I wanna make sure it's an audio.
Lou, can you hear us? Lou, can you hear us? We can't hear you.
I can hear you, Leon.
Hey, we got you now. Okay, I think we can begin. We have everybody accounted for. We will officially call the meeting to order. The agenda was sent out by Dawn. Anybody have any additions, corrections, or adjustments to the agenda? Hearing none, we will proceed. Do we want to you want to explain the minutes, Dawn?
Yes, I discussed it with Andy a little bit. I could not find copies of the minutes from the February 22nd. We drafted them at all. We do know that things were approved, but could not narrow down who exactly motioned and seconded. And we know things were passed unanimously. So me and Andy discussed it, and we decided to put a motion was made and seconded to approve agenda items, and the motion was passed unanimously. And that'll be the minutes for us.
That will be the minutes from the last meeting.
Correct.
And I think it was basically to approve the expense and revenue report. It was the miscellaneous item of business that day.
Yes.
And we received new copies of the land bank policy and memorandum that was approved at the previous meeting. So we just got hard copies of those. No old business. Moving on to new business.
Can I get a motion to approve that?
Yes, do we have a motion to approve the quote minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of February 22nd, 2024.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Troy's got it. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried, minutes approved.
Thank you.
New business. Reappoint and appoint land bank board officials. Laura Tollefson has resigned due to her position on the city commission. Bob Freeze has taken on or accepted to serve the remaining 1 year of her term. We just need a motion to recommend to the city commission to approve Bob as that board member.
I'll make a motion to recommend to the commission that we appoint Bob Freeze to serve the remaining term of Laura Tollefson.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Luke. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
And that will expire on 1/26 and 26.
And is that the only one we have? Do we have to
No,
reappoint anybody? Bob? I mean, Davis?
The only other thing would be the reappointment of the chair, vice chair.
Oh, yeah, we need to do that. For some reason, we haven't been appointing a vice chair the last year, or we've slipped up on that, and city code says that we have to have a vice chair. So we need a chairperson, a vice chairperson, and a treasurer, which Dave has been serving. I have been serving in the chair role, and I would be willing to do that for another year unless somebody else has an extreme desire to accept that position. You would not hurt my feelings at all. So all we need is a motion. Can we do it all in one motion?
Sure.
I'll agree to continue being treasurer.
Troy, does that mean you want vice chair?
I guess Luke and I need to flip a coin, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll be glad to.
Okay. And I will do the chair. If anybody wants to entertain those three names to those three positions, we'll do it all in one motion.
I would make that motion.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Nobody wants to campaign, so we'll move on and vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion approved. We have those officially reappointed. They approve the publication, which we annually need to do. The properties that are under the ownership of the land bank at this point in time: 902 Shawnee, 904 Shawnee. Do we have a motion to publicize or to put in the newspaper? I don't know how many times we got to do it.
You have to do it once annually, and last year it was done in January, so I believe the first day I can publish in January will be January 3rd. So I would like to approve it to have it published that day.
Okay, can we have a motion to that effect?
So move.
Is there a second?
Make sure.
Second.
I'll second.
We got two of them. Take your pick.
Whatever.
Any quick discussion?
I had a note from last time that whenever Brad probably gets around to doing it, we were gonna add on to our inventory some other city-owned properties that are scattered around town. And I don't know how many there are or where they're at, but
Okay, I probably think we will probably need the approval of the commission to do so before we
Okay.
add that.
I just had a note that I saw when I was digging
Okay.
through looking for
So-
other stuff.
I'll put that on a note for my stuff to ask Brad about getting that on a regular
Yeah.
commission meeting agenda.
Any other further discussion? I see Andy Delaney's name up there now. There he is. Welcome, Andy.
Sorry, guys, best laid plans and all. A little bit late.
That's all right. I don't think we've done anything illegal yet, so.
Okay.
Okay,
Can I?
Go ahead, Dawn.
Andy, Dave just mentioned that Brad had talked about adding some other city properties around town to the land bank inventory. I thought that maybe we would have to get the commission's approval before we can do that, so I just want to make sure that I was right in saying that.
I think we could do that. If they decide to do that, maybe this land bank could waive the application process that we have on our procedures and just maybe accept those in. But that's got to start at the other commission.
Okay, we'll talk about that at staff.
okay. Now I'm lost. Do we have a motion to
Motion.
publicize?
Yeah.
And we had a second, correct?
Correct.
On January 3rd.
January 3rd, yes.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. We will get them put in the paper on January 3rd. Andy, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
Looking back through the notes here from last February, March, I think we met, that Dominic Greer had yet to file a deed.
It's been,
Has that been taken care of, or is that has been accomplished?
yes.
Okay. Just a question as I was going back and looking at things, so that's good. I guess under miscellaneous, we have the revenue and expense report that we need to approve. We didn't spend a whole lot of money this year. I think everybody has a copy of it. What is it, $23.04 for publication?
$20.34.
$20.34, yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2024 revenue and expense report.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the land bank revenue and expense report 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Do we have any other reports from the Board of Trustees and staff? Anything we need to deal with today?
Hey, Leon, I did have a question. I'm sorry, but on
Okay.
the membership for our committee here, we've got Dave, Luke, Troy, Leon, and then vacant will now be Bob, I guess. But it looks like Luke and I were supposed to expire on January of 2024. Is that correct?
I need to correct that. That did not get corrected. You guys were reappointed last year, Troy.
Okay.
You guys were appointed for 2 more glorious years.
Can't wait.
I thought it was 7. I thought it was
Well, they were
17.
appointed last January, so they're good till 27, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good try, Troy.
Yeah, right.
You just about got us out.
Anything
Leon,
else?
I do have a quick,
No.
Dawn, did you ever find the minutes from the February meeting?
No, but I did explain them in the beginning when we had talked about it and decided to put that down.
So I don't know whether, so last February, we had some recommended changes to the policies. Most of it had to deal with giving tax information to the donees so they could use it for whatever personal reasons they had at the county's appraised value. There were some other small minor changes. It was approved by the board. I remember that happening. We cannot find the minutes. So I think maybe if someone were to make a motion to ratify the approval of those policies from the last February meeting, we could go ahead and include them on these minutes so that there's no question they are valid. We haven't had any additions or sales from the inventory since that time, so it wouldn't have affected anything. Does that sound maybe like something we could do, Dawn?
I created them, how I worded the minutes was that but a motion was made and seconded to approve the agenda items and motion passed unanimously. And then
Then that'll work. We don't need to take any further action.
The minutes of January 24th, which we approved on February, which I assume we approved on February 22nd. Dave Mendorf made a motion, seconded by Luke, to approve the proposed policy changes as presented January 24th, 2024. Is that what we did? We did that in January. Is that, or am I misreading that, Andy?
I know we talked about them, and we had those 2 meetings back to back in January and February. So I think we're covered, frankly, now.
Okay.
So.
Who's gonna audit us? Anybody?
We can have our city's auditor take a look at it.
Okay,
If that's what you guys want, we'll just have Dawn have the auditor look at it when they come through.
see if that's acceptable. Okay. Anything else we need to discuss today or deal with?
I can only let the land bank know that I know the title work's being finished up for that tax sale that was supposed to happen maybe right before COVID hit, and then the court system shut down. So I'm still in hopes. I've talked to the county attorney about a tax sale this year. I don't want to say it's a certainty, but I know it's a possibility.
Okay. Anything else? None? We would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn. Second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And I guess our next meeting will be as needed.
Probably about a year from now, unless something comes through.
Tax sale comes through, we'll probably become a little more active.
We're still working on getting some properties into the land bank that are on the demolition list, so we'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us today.
No
We
problem.
are
Thank you, guys.
officially adjourned.
Have a good day.
Oh, Merry Christmas to all.